Buongiorno, buongiorno. It's a beautiful day today. I thought I'd just show you this before I start talking. And really, it's so beautiful. I want to show you the beach. I'm going to go back. So, this morning, I asked a question of the universe, of God. I asked, has change always been an issue throughout history? Changing perspective, changing our minds, understanding, evolving, reaching enlightenment. Was this always something that was necessary? Maybe after the separation of people in the flesh from, souls that were in the flesh, separation from spirit, from God, from the universe, from the infinite. But let me just show you this, and I'm going to answer that question because, well, I'm not answering it. God is. So I want to show you the beach. I'm going to go this way, and then I'm going to go back and take my walk because there's something I want to show you too over there. And I thought about this, and really, I thought, and is today, these days, any different from the past in history? Is it more prevalent now? Is it new? Is this a new, anything new for this? Are we trying to, am I, the work that I'm doing, am I a pioneer? Is this new? So, but I just thought I'd show you the beach because it's so pretty. I won't go to this beach because see those stairs? Yeah, I'm not carrying my stuff down it. But it would be good exercise though. No, I'll go to San Vito lo Capo where I can just walk right on the beach. But still, it's beautiful. You can see. I mean, I don't know if you can even see the colors. The color of this sea is mare, sea. And actually, that's the airport all the way over there. So, I asked this question, is this new? Is this a new way of thinking? And here's what I heard. No. Change, understanding your soul's purpose, understanding your journey, understanding who you are in relationship to God and the universe, and the love that is not just inside you, but the love that created you. The love that created you and the love that is your inner being, your inner self, your inner being, your higher self, that part of you that is a piece of the divine and the image and likeness of the divine, of spirit, of God, of the universe, of the infinite, of infinite love. That piece, understanding this, I'm not new. I'm not some new person who's come out and said, oh, you have to do this and that, and understand all the things that I say to all of you. None of this is new. Do you understand that that throughout history, people have come into the flesh to help guide others to change their perspective, to understand their importance in the universe, to see their beauty, to know their place and how they are, how each and every soul, each and every person is a piece of the universal puzzle that cannot be duplicated. It's no one else can fill the space. Okay, no one else can fill that piece of the puzzle but you. So every person has its place. So we think back, we've got Moses, even going, if you want to go before Moses, Joseph, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, David. These are biblical characters, and there were other not characters, biblical people, and then Moses, and we have Muhammad, Buddha, and then Jesus, St. Paul. Move forward. I mean, you can go through the years, and we can move forward. Martin Luther King Jr., Mother Teresa. All individuals with the same vocation to show people how to love. That's what all it is. So I asked another question, because I feel in my body, energetically speaking, that there's a sense of urgency here. An urgency I can't explain. An urgency that time is running out. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not really sure if that means on a universal level or if it's on an individual level, like we're only given so many years in this flesh, in this body, and then we transition. And we have this soul journey path that, either you're on it or you're not. That's it. And this urgency in me, in my body, this sense of urgency that I feel is, I'm going to share this to my groups here. This sense of urgency that I feel is, comes from the divine. And so I said, why is it so urgent now? Why? And this is what I heard. Before, first of all, it was easier for people to, in their own lives, deal with what they needed to deal with. People weren't different. Times change, people don't. It's all the same. We're all the same. Maybe there were people, followers of these leaders that I told you about, that maybe were closer to the enlightenment, to the understanding, to the knowing, to seeing the world for its realities, for releasing the lies of domestication and beliefs that don't serve you. But it wasn't as urgent then. And the reason is this. One thing. Global information. Global presence. There is, because of technology, it's a gift and a curse in itself. Some things are easier, much easier, and I say thank God. I can FaceTime my kids and Jimmy and my mom and from Sicily and and everybody, and stay in touch, and I was able to find family here in Riesi, in Sicily, Riesi, and in Caltanissetta. I found family here. My relatives from my family from through my grandparents, and that's been such an amazing sort of unfolding, and I'm so happy to be connected to them. But so going back to the technology, the problem is that no longer are the parents the primary educators of the children? Sometimes that's good, though, I have to say. There are parents that are not good parents, and they're so backwards and so warped and so vile that they teach their children the opposite of living. They're teaching their children to die. Okay? So sometimes that's good. But in the days past, the parents were the primary educators. The kids went off to school to learn reading, writing, arithmetic, grammar, history. They sang songs together, all kinds of songs, all different religion songs. Today, we send the kids off to school, and they're teaching the kids in school what the parents should be teaching them at home. And sometimes they're undoing it. Okay. But that's not just all of it. There is the internet is now the teacher of the children. Sometimes that's good, like I said. Sometimes it's not so good. And there's an example of living that's on the internet that I believe in many cases is backwards. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It depends on what your tendency is and what you're looking for. And on top of all of it, your life, my life for sure, is for all to see. And there is a responsibility that we have as fellow humans. It's like back in the day when everybody lived in a town and they supported each other, kind of like what I'm doing here in Sicily, in Terracini. Small little town, people help each other out, there's support, all of that. Now, we're not doing any of that. We're not helping each other. We're tearing each other down, and we're doing it on a global level. So, the urgency that I feel, whether it's individual or universal, begins with the availability to reach the entire globe with a click, one single click, press of a button. And this is why I'm here. This is my job. I'm a soul reader. I'm a healer. I read energy and more like the prophets that you could see in the, read about in the Old Testament. The prophets that said, you better do this, you better figure it out, or you're going to end up in exile. You're not doing things the way that's going to work for you. Now, did God, the universe, spirit, condemn them to exile or whatever pain they suffered? No, they did it themselves. It was the work of their own hands. And that's the same today. We do it to ourselves. We suffer. We are addicted to suffering. And because of that internal misery, we vomit it all over everybody else in the world. In our social media, in our messages, texts, music, whatever. And what I heard today too from God, the divine spirit, is that There's only one thing. All that you see here, all this frivolous living, spending money and time on that which does not serve you, and it actually does a disservice to you, it's a waste of time and money. And the only thing that really matters, the only thing that really matters is love. Love is the only thing that's there. It's the only reality that is. Everything else is a dream, and it's a bad dream at that. Love is it. It's the love of self first. Understanding your place in the universe, and that without you, we are waiting. We're sad. It is sort of the empty, it's something's missing, and that's you. There's a missing piece of the puzzle, and it's you. So love of self, understanding who you are, your soul's path, your soul's journey, getting on that path. And then once you do that, everything starts to unfold. There's a little bit of turbulence in that because you'll have your own resistance and the resistance of those around you and your experiences. But once you get through those little bit of resistance, the little bit of bumps, and you decide that you're worth it, that you're worth time and money to align with yourself and your higher being, once you realize that, everything starts to pour out. There's a release of energy it actually is lighter. You're lighter. It's a release. You release and you receive. And the gifts you receive, joy, peace, laughter, very little stress, everything starts to work out for you because you know it does. So, the urgency, yeah. You better get your act together. It's not going to be pretty. And if you have to align, you will either align now in this life or align in the next. It's up to you. I tell you what, in this life, it's a lot less painful than in the next. Because in the next, you understand better. You know. You feel it all. Here we can bury it. However, I will say that when you get over to the next life and you are you are aligning, you're happy because you know that finally you'll have peace. But why not enjoy it now? Why not now? Why not be happy now? Why not enjoy your life now? Why not laugh till it hurts? Why not? So, I'm not going to keep talking because I know you're probably like, oh, when is she going to shut up? But that's the message I have for you today. And with that, I'm going to end. I want you to see this while I finish up. Okay, it's hard for me to see because of the sun. And you need to come on retreat with me, get on a call with me. I can help you align and get to that place where you are. I don't know if you can see those mountains in the back. I'm going to turn it this way. Oh, no, I can't. Okay. Those are the mountains in the back. So, align now. I can help you. Get on a call with me. I provide soul readings and soul reading coaching, soul journey coaching to get you on your soul's path. And of course, the retreat in September here in Terracini in Sicily, and taking that time to align with your life, align with who you are, and learn to love yourself and to treat yourself as you deserve. I'm going to put the link in the description of the video and in the comments. So thank you for tuning in. Take a risk, be vulnerable, share your heart and love always. Know I love you all. Wishing you love, balance, and peace. Ciao, ciao, baby. I love you. I do.